inside Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Denver Broncos and the Washington Commanders. Welcome, it's Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson and Matt Gay going to kick things off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
You know, you think back, Mike, to a year ago, 6 quarterbacks taken in the first round of the NFL draft, and Bo Nix was probably the least heralded coming out of college, but was able to lead his team to the playoffs, and he really did it by earning his job out of training camp, and he never looked back. 29 touchdown passes, the most ever by a rookie in Broncos history.
After a gain of 5 on first down, it is 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Off he goes. It'll be a little short of that first down. Tackled at about the 37-yard line.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll run the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain on the play. And the Broncos first down. A gain on the
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
He'll give it to Dobbins. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Second down. Nix. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's third down coming up.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he will have a Broncos first down. It was 3rd and 5, and they picked up 7.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
They send Sutton in motion. A first down throw for Nix.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 3. They'll go play action with Nix. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Mims sent in motion here. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult. difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
On 4th down, out is the rookie 6th-round pick, Jeremy Crawshaw, to kick it away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And that one not returnable, out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They're led out by the former number 2 overall pick. That was back in 2015, Marcus Mariota.
It's just so nice to have a veteran like this on your roster that you know might not get a ton of reps in practice, might not get a ton of reps in the preseason, but when you need to turn to him, he's there and he's ready. They've been a starter in this league. They've had success. He knows how to manage a huddle. He knows how to read defenses. He does all the intangibles that you need to turn to when your team needs a settling force at quarterback. To have one of these guys, man, what a weapon.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he's going to have a 1st down. Tackle made up at the 33-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. And a Commander's 1st down.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
John Franklin Myers on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. He'll step up and run this.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
3rd down and 3. He'll drop to throw. He'll try to run for it. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the 1st down, get down. The drive continues.
Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers. It's a gain of 9.
10 more yards.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
The motion man here is McClure. Now, faking the give. Headed left, buying time.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Here's 2nd and 2. A handoff as they try to run it here. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here. He will have the Commanders' first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He fought through that first contact. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
They'll go with the sneak. And he will have the Commanders' first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Washington first down.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. What will the second quarter have in store? And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
They keep it on the ground twice, Mike, and they have no success. So now if you're the play caller, that starts creeping into your head. Do you have confidence in a 3rd attempt, or now do you try to change it up and go play action and put the ball in the air?
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Marcus Mariota. Touchdown, Commanders. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead.
Broncos nothing.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Here's a designed run. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Traditionally in 1st and 10, Mike, a defense is not playing for draw. So I think in this case, it was their quick reaction to the ball and able to get someone to meet the runner and stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll throw. It's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
And it was really the lack of production on 1st and 2nd down that put them in this hole to begin with, Mike. So I think going forward, more execution on early downs, more efficiency. Don't wait till 3rd down to convert for a new set of downs. Be aggressive on those 1st and 2nds and take the fight to the defense.
The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. On play action, he'll set up to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
There's 2 big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike, is the first one, how do they operate on 3rd down? But the second one, how do they throw the ball when it's not a clean pocket? And you saw here, the ability to be on time and accurate through contact, that's what separates the good ones from the rest. And that was a big-time throw right there.
And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down.
Commanders, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time.
Incomplete.
And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league. And when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
He's going to tuck it and go. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
27 yards. And a Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
This defense is going to have to come up with some answers at halftime because they cannot allow this quarterback to just continue to have his way with them on the ground using his legs. And that's exactly what's happened so far here in the 1st half. And they're going to have to get that fixed and fixed quickly.
And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half and good enough for a 1st down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open. That's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. The motion man here is McClure. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Harry McClure. Touchdown, Washington.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Now Gay for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Commanders move out on top, 14-0.
Commanders 14, Broncos nothing.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Get across the 20, mark him at 22-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to take over once more. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. They send Sutton in motion. Here's Dobbin. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Mikey Seymour still that time makes the play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake, here's Nix. This one to the tight end, Trotman. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. He's going to have enough for a 1st down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, as we saw here, it's a lot more simple. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. A run with Dobbin. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and
2 minutes
12.
to go here till halftime. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. It is 3rd and long. Next, from the gun on 3rd down. He'll take a shot with Mims. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And that'll set up 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Taken at the 19. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Commanders offense and Marcus Mariota set to take over once more. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's getting his man downfield. It's Debo. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play to kick off this drive. It's a gain of 34.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket. And great example of it here. The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Now a shot here, deep middle. To the goal line and in. Ja'Cory Persky-Merritt, touchdown Commanders.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers, there's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It can be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it into the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
Gay to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Commanders mistake themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Broncos nothing. Matt Gay to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. Back to throw is Nix. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the 2nd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Nick's going to look to throw. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half. Second and a yard. Throwing is Nix. And caught on the right side by Sutton. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Nix now on 1st and 10. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
It's been a rough 1st half, but now as we approach halftime, like, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
And he's going to be out of bounds. 0-0 up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the 1st half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Commanders' offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Here's a run to begin this third quarter, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
They'll look to throw. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. That is caught. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for Washington. Pickup of 46 yards.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the halftime message was from the coach, Mike. He said, I want to come out in this second half and deliver an early blow. Come out swinging. Well, I think they've made that statement pretty clear here to start the third quarter. And if they can finish this drive off with a touchdown, I think they'll have done just that.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Commander's first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll throw out of the gun. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
He'll look to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Gay's kick is good. And the Commanders extend the lead to 24-0.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
3rd and 6. Throw it. Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
That's good for a Broncos 1st down. It's a gain of 10. And the Broncos 1st down.
Mims sent in motion here. Now it's Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Back-to-back gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back 1st downs.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the 2nd half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
22 more yards.
They get 22 yards there. 1st down, Broncos.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs to kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. The Michigan man, Mikey Sainristil, getting in on the corner blitz, and he comes up with a sack.
In what's been a pretty impressive defensive performance here today, the pass rush has been a little underwhelming. They've been non-existent up until this point, so as they finish this game out, it's got to feel good for them to see this pass rush start paying some dividends.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Nix. He connects with Mims. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
He was taken down behind
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up.
And he'll take it on in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. Nix and the Broncos now will line up and go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the...
Here's Nix to throw. They'll try to do it with the screen. And he will not get to the goal line, so no tacking on 2 points. Still a 3-score game, as the difference is 18.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but their execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Commanders' offense, and their running back set to go once more. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll begin here on the ground. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
That's good for a Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Now, faking the give. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's clear whenever they were trying to set up it was not going to work. He went through his entire progression, had nobody to throw the ball to, and just kind of surrenders the play and throws it away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it's going to be 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That's his man. It's Samuel. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
Commanders first down. 1st and 10.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
That'll be taken in by Krosky Merritt. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. On the run to the right. He keeps it himself. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
That's another Washington.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Marked down at the 6.
Samuel, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. We see a lot of this as they begin the fourth quarter on the ground. Oh, making guys miss, and he's in. Ja'Cory Krusky-Merritt, touchdown Washington. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Now Gay for the extra point. He's got it, and the Commanders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
31, Broncos 6.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Away close to the 40-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. He'll give it to Dobbins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
On second down, it's Nix. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Well, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense get a little lackadaisical.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
38-yard line.
They'll throw. It's Nix. This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
Nix from the gun on third down. He'll take a shot with Mims. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him, so either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
3rd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
And that is caught on 4th and goal. They've got it. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
Yeah, this is not a big surprise here, Mike. You're down big. It's the 4th quarter. You have no choice but to go for it here on 4th down, maintain possession, and they were able to come through.
And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay is going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So take away the 6 points, and it's ruled an incomplete pass. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Zach Allen. He gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now they'll set up to throw. Downfield, there's the veteran Ertz. And he's taken down up past the 35.
It's a gain of 30.
A big play after being backed up. And even 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game. And if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take it.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
To the air now on 1st and 10.
Breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
At the Broncos' 44-yard line.
2nd down, they need 3. They'll turn and hand this one off. And that'll give them the 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll stay on the ground. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, Eventually, you can take them down, and in this case, they do it for a loss.
They'll stick with him again, and they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Complete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Gonna keep it on the zone read. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. It'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
1. 3rd and a yard. On the ground, here's Dobbins. Yeah. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Denver 1st down.
17 yards.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the 1st down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
2nd down. Nix. Now he'll run.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
3rd and inches. Throwing is Nix. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. He's going to have that 1st down, gain of 6 as they convert on 3rd down.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the 1st down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up 1st down.
He'll let this go towards the end zone. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. That will do it. this one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Commanders. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.